Dr. Al Townshend is staff veterinarian for WellPet and also Holistic Select. It turns out that some of our dogs are growing, and I'm not talking about their height, I'm talking about their width. And you know, sometimes we don't even know it's happening to our dogs. Overweight dogs is what I want to talk about. What percent would you say, I know the statistics vary, of our dogs are overweight?
Well, Steve, that's a study that has been done frequently with dogs, and you're exactly right. The statistics do change. As I understand it, the most recent statistics are 40%, I believe it's 44% of dogs in North America are overweight or obese.
Yeah, and that obviously, or maybe not so obviously, maybe people don't know, I want to talk about this, the health impact as a result of that.
Much the same as the health impact would be with humans. If we carry excess weight for long periods of time, we suffer from heart disease, arthritis, osteoarthritis, pancreatic diseases, digestive disorders, all kinds of things, skin disorders from excess weight for long periods of time, all of which reduce the quality of life of our pets.
And maybe that's most important. It isn't only the length of their life that can be impacted, but it's the quality of life as well. Do we even know sometimes why our pets are overweight, how they got that way, and even that they're that way in the first place? Do we sometimes not even know they're overweight? That's a lot to ask all at once. So let's take them one at a time. How do they get, are we overfeeding? Are we giving treats? Are they not getting enough exercise?
I think it's a combination of all of those things. Pets have become much more important in our lives today than they were 20, 30 years ago. And we want the best for those pets. And sometimes we overdo it. And sometimes we neglect the importance of exercise for those pets too. And overdoing it, I think, is basically an act of kindness, love. Pets give us so much in our lives, and we want to give back. But sometimes we have to come back to reality a little bit, I think, and be very careful about what we feed and how we feed it too, and understand the value of exercise along with that.
But I suspect this has happened to you. People have said, well, I'm just feeding what the package tells me to do. Well, sometimes that's true. They are doing that. Sometimes it's their perception of what the package tells them to do. Do you experience the same?
We do. And that is a common concern of pet parents. Well, I'm only feeding the recommendation on the package. And they must keep in mind that that's just a guide. It's a starting point. Just like all of us, pets are different. Our nutritional requirements, our metabolic rate are all different. Breeds have different needs as far as calories are concerned. And so feeding guides are just that, a guide, a beginning point. And pet parents should be really aware of what their pet weighs, and if they want to maintain that weight, they should weigh that pet on a regular basis. If they want to lose weight, they should make sure on a weekly or every 10 days basis that they weigh the pet to make sure that they're only feeding enough to slowly get the weight off.
And it's interesting, and I congratulate you for this. A representative of a pet food company is saying only measure that amount. And do we sometimes even mistake what that amount is?
Well, that is also an issue. When the feeding guide says 1 cup or 2 cups per day, make sure that it is an 8-ounce cup.
A cup.
7-Eleven makes a great 32-ounce cup. But 32 ounces is not what we're intending you to feed.
We're not looking for a big gulp.
We're looking for an 8-ounce cup when we give you that recommendation. And all pet food companies are the same with regard to that too.
Yeah, and that recommendation, as you said, is just a broad recommendation which can vary from pet to pet. Best thing you could do is pay attention to how much your pet is weighing. Feel your pet, and if you use it all, talk to your veterinarian about it. Your dog might be just a little tad spongy. Is that a politically correct way to say
Politely plump.
politely plump. I like it. Dr. Al Townshend, thank you so much.
My pleasure.